Evening, Deirdre, you there?
Hello?
Hello, Deirdre.
Hi, I can hear you.
Fantastic, I can hear you too.
It's about time. I'm not sure why. I think it's because I don't have the headphones on.
Yeah, that might do it. What are you using today? Just speakers?
Well, it's just coming through the computer. I think that's the way. You set it up. Maybe it's coming through the computer.
Yep.
Yeah, and I've been wearing the headphones all the time.
Well,
So that's why I
definitely
couldn't. Yeah, that's great. You're crystal clear.
fantastic. I'm going to disappear for a second while I share in the stream what we're going to be doing, and then you'll hear it from me in a bit.
All right, let's sign on.
All right, welcome. All right, welcome everybody to Skills and Drills. Those on streaming, this is what we're going to be covering today. As you can see on the screen, we're going to be covering attacking. We're doing two groups like normal. We're going to cover three types of attacks: attacking on a short climb, attacking on a descent, and attacking from distance. The idea today will be focusing on opportunity attacking. All right, actually, I think none of that just went out because I don't believe the mic was set up on that one. But I will rehash. Deirdre, you get to hear it twice now. We're covering how to attack today. Opportunity attacking. How to attack on a climb, attacking on a descent, and attacking from distance. When's the best time to attack? How should we attack? And what to expect when attacking. This probably should be a new cycling book. So we got about 12 minutes before we start. And we'll come back, so just keep warming your legs up. John Moore, glad that you joined us. Thanks for stopping in. We're going to be covering attacking. For some reason my phone's internet wants to drop. Get that set up so I can make sure I get some pictures for Eric Schlangen's Zwift vlog. We're still in our pre-ride phase, so got a few more minutes before we start. Today we will be covering attacks, how to attack, when's the most opportune time to attack, and what we do once we've attacked. Alright, I'm going to type up the instructions in a second here to those that are only going to be on text. Alright, we got a whopping 5 of us right now, so I do hope that more people show up, but we have 9:50. Most people don't show up till the last 5 minutes anyways. So before we start, I want to make sure we do get our thanks out to Castelli for sponsoring the ride. We're getting to ride in the cool gray Castelli kits with the big old scorpion on the back. I love those kits. And one lucky rider who finishes the ride through US based, you get put in the registration for some Castelli swag. Every month there's a few drawings, so we will get someone from this ride hopefully winning some kind of Castelli gear. It could be socks, could be a hat, could be bags, could be a hat like I got on. I highly doubt it'll be a kit. If you do like the Castelli gear, the ODZ kit is a Castelli product. I love mine, just raced in it. Not this past weekend, but the weekend before. Super comfortable. Alright. Getting the legs warmed up. So if you're watching on the stream, feel free to fire away with any comments or questions. We'll get to them as I see them. If I don't get to them right away, it might be because I'm covering something or I'm typing, because this is an event where I have to go typing and verbal commands, because not everybody is on Discord. And currently right now we just have one person on Discord, so being on Discord makes it a lot easier to follow the instructions.
I see another Irish flag there.
Yeah. There's an app. I gotta look at what it's. Hold on. What it's called. It's I can't find it on my phone right now. But there's an app that's a language app, Duolingo. Duolingo now has Irish on it, so you can learn. For those who want to learn Irish, so they can go to Ireland, talk to people. You can learn on Duolingo now.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. William Kwan, thanks for joining. Thanks to the like, John McDaniel. Alright, we got 7 of us in here right now. We've got about 6 minutes and 48 seconds. If we don't get more than 7, then we will definitely just be sticking with one group. That's okay. Alright, we got a Chilean as well. Alright, like I said, we are going to be covering attacking. We'll be doing our attacks at 2.5 to 3, except for the last one. The last attack, like usual, I will let you guys go nuts. See you, Marie. Welcome back.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. I just got home from work. It was a close
great.
one.
No worries. You got 5 minutes. You got tons of time.
Okay.
Alright, got a few more. We're up to 11 now. Looks like we have a fairly international field with us. Got Brazil, Taiwan, Ireland, Chile, US. Alright, so Celia Marie, we're going over attacking today. You've done some of that with us before. We're going to be doing much more of the very focused attacks on when is a good time to do it, when's the most opportune time, some of which you've had, but we're going to cover a little bit extra today. All right, Ben, welcome. Bill, welcome. Ah, Dave, no audio, okay. All right, 2:20 left. If you don't have water, I highly recommend you get your water now. So, Ben and Bill, are you guys new to Discord? Alright, not getting anything back from you. If you are new, you may have to figure out what button is your push to talk. It's probably the space bar. And if you want to ask any questions, feel free to jump in at any time. You have questions, comments, concerns, clarifications, any of that, I'm happy to get to it. Alright, we're not doing too bad. 23 people at this time of year. Everyone else is riding outside. All right. We're gonna go off max of 1.5. Alrighty. Again, welcome to everybody who's on Discord and is new. Welcome to anyone watching in streaming land. I want you guys who are on Discord, remember, I want you to move back and forth within the group. Be in front of me, but be behind me. Move around a little bit, but try not to get way too far ahead. I'm going to pick it up just a touch to get up to the front, as we have some folks stretching out. So those in the back, try to stay with me a little bit. I'm going to message them to slow at the front. All right, so if you are up front, try and find yourself to be near the beacon. We want to get you guys moving forward and back in the group. We've got a small group up front. We've got a couple people off the back, so I want to give them a chance to get on. Remember, this small rise will cause splits, so let's just take it nice and easy. No reason to hit the gas here. We're not racing each other. I want you to feel what it feels like to be in the group. So for those of you watching on the stream, the idea is that at this point, riders can move backward and forward and feel what it takes to move around in the group. Even at this 1.5 effort, you know, small changes are easily felt. And if you can put yourself in a good position within the group to draft, then it's easy. If you're not, and you have to chase on, or if you want to move to the front, you got to put a little more effort in. So that's all we're trying to show right here. And I myself needed to shift down as I was pushing a little bit more than 1.5. Alright, so we got a small group that's 4 seconds up. We're going to try and get them back together. This little climb will do that. It's a slight separator, and that's what we're going to talk about and we're going to focus on today in our attacks. Okay, so the course we're on, the reason I picked it instead of just the flat course is because this little CCW course has a ton of just small little rises or sharp descents and sharp turns, places that cause gaps. And that's the kind of thing that is important for you to be aware of and to understand, to take advantage of when you're working on the attacks. So when you decide you want to attack. So what we just saw in that small climb, if the entire group sat up, that's when you hit the gas and go for an attack. Or you need to be prepared for an attack if the pace isn't really hot, like we just saw. We were kind of going fairly easy, and that's what we saw. So what I want to do real quick is, we got a couple more minutes of our warm-up. I want to just close this gap. So if you're with me, I'm going to pick up the pace a little bit once I type it out, and then we'll be back together because they're not going very hard.
I'm in view 4, and so Ian, I need to see your avatar's mouth move when you speak.
I would love to see if I can make him do that. Unfortunately, my avatar is a part-time ventriloquist, And that's what he's been practicing lately, and I just can't get him to stop, as annoying as that is.
Okay.
All right, Dave's sitting up on us. I think he might be going to the back to get some people. All right, those of you up front, Alvis, Corsini. All right, we got about 3.5 more minutes, and then we're going to get into our first attacks. At that point, anyone off the front, we're just not going to pull them back. We're not going to care about them because they're no longer part of the class. They can't follow simple instructions. Not our problem. If they don't like it, too bad.
Bam.
Okay, so the first attack we're going to do is attacking on a climb. So attacking on a climb, we've all done it many times. A lot of times though we don't do it really correctly. We've covered this before in our classes about when is a good time to attack on a climb and when is not a good time to attack on a climb. And I think everyone is pretty much confident that the best time to attack is when it's hardest, which is true. But you also have to look and see when's everyone kind of sitting up, or when's the best time that you can really hit them hard. So in this kind of course, all the climbs are very short, and the ones that are the best ones to attack on are very punchy, meaning that right away it's hard. So that's where we're going to do our attacks. So we have a couple climbs that we're going to hit on the next lap. One is obviously as we finish the lap, and then we have another one a little bit later on. Those are the two places we're going to attack. We're going to split it up. They're going to be very short. And the idea is going to be you're going to attack right after the climb starts, so as soon as you feel it getting hard if you're on a smart trainer, and if not, as soon as you see the grade start to pitch up significantly. You're going to come out of the saddle, you're going to shift up twice, but you're only going to go up to a 3.0. I don't want anyone going deep into the orange. 3.0. And you're going to hold that 3.0 and attack off the front until you get through the climb, up and over the climb. So like right here is a perfect place that we would attack if we were attacking it, which we're not. And you attack through the climb, not just up to the top, not just halfway up, all the way through. So you have to time when you launch your attack to be a time when you can hold the whole way. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, great. And that's what we're going to do in the once we get our next climb that comes up. Let me type it out to the group, and then we'll go from there. It's only going to be group 1, then group 2. So if your last name starts A through N, you're group 1. If your last name starts N through Z, you're group 2. So group 1 will attack first, and group 2. When you're not attacking, you're riding at 1.5. When you're attacking, you're going at 3. All right, after we finish the attack, you'll sit back down to a 1.0 to let the group somewhat come back together. All right, this is going to be the only time we're separating the groups right now because we do have a small group and we're a little bit spread out anyways. Let me pull back up. Got Dave right behind me. Pools Ed, if you can, jump on with us to close the gap. All right, we have a little bit before the climb. It's going to be once we go through the volcano. All right, let's tighten it up a little bit. I want everyone to be able to attack. When you attack, I want you to feel what it's like when you attack and you get out of the group on the attack. So let's try and be nice and bunched up. Very good. That's what I like to see. Try and keep it still bunched up. We're not attacking yet. I'm just kind of moving my way to the front. When you round this corner, we'll pitch up a little bit. That's where we're going to go. All right, group one, go. I think more than group one is going. Okay, group one, go ahead and ease it up. Group two, close it at 2.5. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Good job. So if you notice, a couple people got a really good jump there. They went well above their 3.0, but that's okay. That was just their shifting and standing. All right, Deirdre, come on up. Chorin, Ryu, behind. We want to close that gap a little bit. Deirdre, I need you to pick it up to a 2.5 or so. There we go. Let's close that gap. Okusu. All right, when we hit the next climb here, group two is going to be the one attacking. All right, group 2, go. 3.0, group 2, 3.0. Very nice, good job. Let's get out of the saddle, remember. You want to shift up your 2 gears if you can. Let's hit that gas. We're attacking the whole way through. The whole way. Okay, we're still at just cresting. Crested now, ease up a touch. All right, groups 1 and 2, you're both gonna be going once you hit that little kick. The leaders are hitting it right now. Go, go, go. All the way through the finish. Then ease up to a 1.0. Not 10.1, Dave, 1.0. All right, 2.5 until you catch the leaders. For those that are back with me, I'll start dragging people up at the front. Deirdre, yeah, 1.2, Deirdre. You guys up at the front. If you're back with me, Sia Marie, good. We're gonna pick up the pace a little bit. I want to bring us a little bit closer together, bunch us up a little bit for the next round. All right, good. We're mostly together. We're not going to worry about the Aikens group up the road. We've got one more up here with Herman. Good. Let's see what we got for our bunch. Good. We're going to go and hit the gas once we go through the volcano again. I want to have that attack, the same thing, but this time we're going to all go together. Try and create separation. If you think you can hold the whole way at 3.0, attack from the base. If not, try and attack from a little bit further up. All right, once we get going, we're going to be going. So, 3.0. Don't lollygag it up to it. Get to 3.0 right away. 2 pedal strokes, you should be up at 3.0 with your shift. Ready? Almost there. And go. Right there is where you want to go. Come on that saddle and give it some juice. Move yourself through it. Very nice. All the way through that right turn. Some folks are holding their 8.8 and their 9.0. We'll get there. If you want to attack from distance, we'll get there. All right, so our next one we're gonna do is attacking on the descent. Attacking on the descent is much easier in real life than it is in Zwift due to some of the factors that are involved with the virtual world that don't exist in the real world. Namely, your ability to handle a bike, your ability to get in a much more aero position, your risk tolerance, things like that. So we have to change it up a little bit in Zwift. Normally what you could do is just before the crest of a climb, hit the gas, get a gap, and then descend like a crazy person, which is a completely acceptable way to do it. That's the way I like to do it. Some people don't have that risk tolerance though. Like they have families to support and are afraid of things like hospitals or just don't really like broken bones. Other weak things like that. But on Zwift, we have to get some good momentum going a little bit further back. So it's not quite attacking on the climb like we did. It's going to be a lot more of opportunity hitting the gas before you hit the crest. So with the 20 to 50 meters left of the climb, hit the gas so by the time you come over the top, you're already at max effort. In this case, it's still going to be 3.0, but that's not the point. But you're at max effort, and that'll carry some momentum down. So you're automatically going to be going down a little bit faster. Now for the big folks, you're automatically getting a benefit. For us less big folks like myself, we're going to suffer a bit. Eric, David, thanks for joining. You're not going to be able to descend if you're not as big quite as fast. So that's a Zwiftism that you just have to deal with. But we'll get through it. No worries, we're still going to work on it. Let me type up a little bit, then we'll go back more into the Zwiftisms vice the real life riding factors. Yeah, exactly, David. Light folks like us, we suffer. It's unfair. All right, let's close the gap. Like I said, we're going to be doing 1.5 until we start our attack. I want you, once we start the attack, go up to that 3.0. I'll tell you when to start the attack. And then we're going to hit the gas again at that right turn. One of the cool things on Zwift, which is the same as real life, when you take a sharp turn, Zwift actually slows you down a little bit. Obviously, you can take them faster on Zwift than you can in real life, but there still is an effect. So if you're prepared for that and you hit the gas coming out of that turn or even going into the turn, you can carry some more speed. A lot of times people instinctively sit up and stop pedaling because that's what we would do in real life. You don't need to do that in Zwift because you're not going to crash. So that's just one of those, again, Zwiftisms that we got to wrap our brain around. All right, so you're back with me, Celia Marie Hoffman. Let's continue to close this gap a little bit. Get that 3-second gap. Good. All right, looking good. Very nice. Very nice. So if anyone has any questions about anything, feel free to chime in. And you can type it up too if you want. Okay, so normally when you're going to attack on a descent, you're taking people by surprise. Chris Froome did it last year in the Tour de France and got some time on his opponents. Everyone was just taking things easy, and then he hit the gas and gained a lot of time, about 20 seconds on him on the descent. That's huge. If you can get free speed and free time like that, then it's good. Yep, let's go. Exactly. All right, 3.0 still. I know I jumped a little bit. Four 4.0 into the bottom. 4.0 into the bottom. Let's go. Give it some gas. Or you can go into the orange like some people. I'm going to stay back here with y'all. Very nice. Very nice. Perfect. So you can see just that little bit of work some of the folks up front did. They got a huge gap in a very short amount of time. We're going to do one more, and then we're going to attack from distance on 2 laps. That's going to be a lot of fun. Alright, we're going to go 1.0 at the front if you're up there. I want you to, this time when we go through that right-hand turn, leading into it, I want you to consciously lift the pace really, really hard. Like really hard. If you can go orange, go orange. I want you to take in a ton of speed into that turn. And the idea behind it is really see what can happen. Again, we naturally ease up. We want to teach the brain not to do that. On Zwift. I do not want to teach the brain to do that in real life. I want the brain in real life to understand their limitations of what we're doing. So again, please do not take this onto the road and practice it. So I just typed up, we're going to do 2 hard efforts. Obviously, we'll go up to 3.0 as we start our attack, and then full throttle is into the right turn, then full throttle into that next left turn. You know, where it's a sharp right followed by a sharp left. So that's what we want to do. Take advantage of those two road deviations that slow some people down. All right, let's close that gap. Good job, Deirdre. Way to close that gap. Way to bridge. I like to see that. So I hope you guys are saving a little bit of energy, because after this we're going to be attacking from distance, and that's a lot of fun. Some people like to call that time trialing. Some people like to call it lots of pain and suffering. I just like to call it what we do when we can. Alright, great. We're not super bunched up, but we are together. Let's close it up just a little bit more. Alright, so as we go on the volcano here, remember, we're going to wait till towards the end of the climb, then we're going to hit the gas. And hold that 3.0, really full throttle as we take into that right turn, really full throttle again as we take that left turn, and then at the bottom we'll ease up. All right, good job. Liking what I'm seeing. Go back to this picture. Gonna move up to the front a little bit. So I'm liking there. All right, looks good. We're almost at the attack point. Go. 3.0. Right here, 3.0. Good, very good. All right, get ready for full gas. Full gas, come on. Get it going, get it going. Again, full gas. Woo! Good job. That's how you would attack that. You can see your speed got up there quite a bit. Separations occurred. Good job, Deirdre. Great job, Snot Rocket. See you, Marie. Awesome. Dean, I got it. It hurt. All right, the next thing we're going to cover is attacking from distance. Yeah. I'm not going to do dinner yet. All right, so let's keep it nice and easy at the front till we group back up. Shh. Okay, so our next attack point is going to be where we just started our attack from, but you're going to hold it all the way through the start-finish line. So what you need to do then is you're going to need to concentrate and see, what can I hold for how long? Obviously, you're not going to want to hold 9.0. What we are going to do, though, is just do this one at 3.0. Well, 3 to 4, somewhere around there. So the idea is, whatever the attack is that we're doing, you want to hold that 4 for the entire time on this one. So, I'm going to have to catch back on. You guys are dropping me while I type. The idea will be, hit the gas, hold your, you're going to get your gap, and you're going to get your 4.0 and hold that until you either blow up or you cross the start-finish line. Ideally, you cross the start-finish line. Okay, so when we attack, remember, we're not just going to slowly build ourselves to 4.0. What we talked about before with the attacks, get a gap, right? Consolidate that gap, and then exploit the gap. So our getting the gap is going to be your jump. Shift up 2 gears like we practiced, but hit the gas, get some space, drop to a 4. That's your consolidation. We're not really going to exploit right now. We're just going to gap and consolidate because we don't have enough time. If this were a crit and you're getting away in the last lap, you're not really ever going to exploit. You're just consolidating your gap or continue to try and build it. So explode, drop to your 4.0 and hold. If I had more videos of watching Eric Denning and a few others do their finishes, I'd throw those up there, but it's pretty nice. It's exactly what they do. They burst forward, they get a gap, they go to a sustainable, manageable, extremely difficult pace that they can hold for the duration of that effort that they think they need to last. So however many meters it is, however long it is, that's what you have to do. So today, this time, burst 4.0. And go. Let's go, come on. Get out of that saddle. That did not feel good. Get that gap. And then good, Sia Marie. Great, snot rocket. And then drop to your 4.0 and hold it. That's not a very good picture. Very good, Dave Hoffman, Corsini, good. Deirdre, let's go. Try and pick it up a touch. Very nice. YD or WDI 4.0. So what you're seeing actually happen is great. A small group formed. Now they're working together. Let me jump up to them real quick so I can get some shots of this for Eric Schling's blog. Very nice. Great job, folks. So I like to see. Nice solid 4.0. Little acceleration there to 5, but that's okay. Good job. We're going to recover in the next lap. So hold your 4.0 still. All right, 1.0 at the very front. All right, the last iteration we're going to do, we'll start from the finish line there. I want you to pick an effort that you can hold. All right, so we're gonna play a little game, and it's about how good you think you can manage your effort. So if you saw what I typed out there, when I say go, you're gonna go. But you have to hold whatever you settle into. So if you settle into a 5, you need to hold the 5 the full time. If you fall below a 4, you're done. You got to sit up. That means your attack failed. You did not consolidate your gap. If you think you can hold a 4, then hold your 4. If at the end you have legs left, then you can attack in the last climb. But the idea is to teach yourself how to attack from distance and know what you can do. See, Marie, how you doing back there? How are the legs?
Don't wait for me.
Okay, it's because you were doing too much chatting and chilling yesterday.
Oh no.
Dr. Haskell is on and not riding with us, huh? Must not have made it in time. Alright, I hope everyone's recovered. This lap should take us 5 to 6 minutes. It's designed to be hard. It's gonna hurt a lot, but such is life. Yeah, so like I just typed up there, if you don't feel that you can hold 3.0 or 4.0 or 5.0, just do what you feel you can hold or do what you're comfortable doing. There's no reason for you to get on there and hammer out, 5.0 for 30 seconds, then blow up, cramp up, fall over, become one of those epic fail videos on YouTube or something. I just want you guys to try and get a sense. I want you to try and get a sense of what it takes to make this full effort, to be consistent after the attack, to be strong, to be able to finish strong, not just blow up because you had a fantastic 5-second effort. Dr. Haskell, welcome.
Hello.
Mr. BR there is saying he's bored. We are almost to the point for attack. So Chris, what you missed is we did attacking on climbs, attacking on descents, and now we're attacking from distance. We just did attacking from just before the downhill. Now we're doing a 1-lap attack.
I know all about those. Now, are you covering both attacks off the front and off the back?
No, we're only covering attacks off the front because attacks off the back are just natural.
Yeah.
They just happen.
Well, not if they're strategic.
If you do if you pull the I just blew out a tire, or I think I stretched my cable.
Yeah. I think it's flat.
Yeah. Gotta stop and check the tire. Good job, Sue Marie. Way to make it back on. Almost there. We're almost at the start of this. Everyone needs to get in front of me. All right. We're almost there. Get ready to launch your attack. Go. Got my Brazilian there is going at 5. I'm just going to try and hold somewhere around 5 for right now. See what we can do, see who's fading. So Corsini's starting off at 5.9, 5.7, so he's looking like he's above. See what he does. Deirdre, great job. I'm just sitting on my Brazilian friend here. The other goal is to finish this before we're out of time. So that's the other fun part. Looks like there's a bunch together, so they decided to attack en masse. So Chris, you having a good workout?
Yeah, it's going well.
Nice.
I'm just getting started. I'm just getting in the warm-up here.
I missed you today.
I miss being here. Get ready to fly out early tomorrow, so I'm trying to get everything done.
Yeah. I'm almost back on the group, so they'll watch what they do, see who fades, see who doesn't. Who's fading?
I am.
You can't fade if you didn't start hard. That was my motto on Saturday. All right, I'm gonna sit in the group and watch. Snot rockets hitting the gas. Let's see who paid attention in class today. Very good job. That's what I'm talking about. See, we only have a couple very honest people who sat up when they busted their limit on the downside, but that's right, these guys are working together as a group somewhat. All right, keep it up, folks. Almost there. Good job, Deirdre. Good job, Sue Marie. Dave. All of you are looking good. Ah, great attack, die. Way to go. It's not rocket you too. That's what I like to see. But they lost out a little bit. Lost some steam. Fading in that last bit. Good job. Come on, Deirdre, you're looking good. Good job, Dave. Come on, Deirdre, give me a big push here at 3.0. That's what I like to see. You got 40 seconds. All right, for those of you who are finished, all right, for those of you on Discord, we're gonna wrap up real quick. It's actually pretty tough day today, I know that. It was designed to be, doing our attacks, because attacks are hard. Attacks aren't designed to be super easy. So, the three things we covered today were what? Anybody? People still hypoxic? Alright, the three things we covered. Attacking
The Peloponnesian Wars.
We did not cover the Peloponnesian Wars. We did not. Not this time. That's, I think, next week. We covered attacking on the climbs. When do we attack? How do we attack? Focusing on opportunity attacking, not just hit the base and hit the gas. You know, we talked about finding that point where you can go the whole way, attacking up through the top, over the top, past the crest, into the descent. We've talked about that on a number of different occasions, but today we reinforced it. Second attack, was attacking in the descent. Starting your attack just before the crest, and then on Zwift specific, again, Zwift specific, not real life. Once we come to a terrain feature, a hard turn, we hit the gas just before that to pull momentum through it. Because Zwift does slow you down a little bit, but if you accelerate into it, you don't get really slowed down that much. And you don't have to worry about taking the best line because it doesn't really matter. That's the second part. And then attacking through descent, you hit the gas and hold all the way down to the bottom, a little bit through the bottom, and then you settle back into your exploitation phase. Third piece we covered was attacking from distance. This is by far the hardest to judge, and it's one that really, it's gonna push your limits for your rolling calculator. You need to figure out how long you're going to go. First off, you got to figure out how to get away. Remember we talked before about that gap phase. That's that explosion. That's when it's really hard. Secondly is that exploitation or the consolidation phase. The consolidation phase is where you hold that gap or increase it a little bit. So that's where you're going to settle into that really, really hard pace. You know, like we just did the 4.0, the 5.0. You're talking at north of your FTP. How far above your FTP completely depends on how far you have to go. If it's 1 kilometer, you can probably push 125% or more. If it's 5 kilometers, you probably can't go that long unless you're doing 60K an hour. So you need to base your decision on how hard you go for how long of an effort you have to maintain. So if you can't get a gap, then you need to rethink what you're doing. So get that gap. Maybe you're going to get 1 or 2 people to go with you. That's going to help you. Otherwise, you go on your solo mission and you really hold that hard pace. And you have to tear yourself inside out to hold that hard pace to make sure that you can continue to hold it. Because the minute you sit up, the minute you give ground back to the chasers, they're probably going to own you at that point because you're not going to be able to recover as fast as they can because they have people to take turns doing the effort. And once they have the smell of blood, you're done. They're going to pull you back every time. Does that sound about right, Chris?
It does. It does. Especially in our race on Saturday, the action didn't take place on a climb. It took place coming over a climb onto the descent where he got all of his advantage. And the key was the guys who had been off the front prior, looked over their shoulder, saw a pretty good gap, and kind of said, well, maybe we should take a little break here.
Yeah.
And we could see it in their body language, and we pulled them back.
Yeah, you can never take a break unless you're completely out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
And that's 5 to 10 minutes up the road. So unless you got that, there's no breaks.
Right.
But yeah, I hope everyone got something out of today, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will not be here next week. I'll be out of town. I'm still working on the week after that, so maybe 2 weeks in a row, which I apologize for ahead of time, but work is dictating that. But if you are interested in other ODZ rides, we have a few coming up. We have tomorrow the Castelli TNT, the Thursday night throwdown. We also going to have OD Zwifters running tomorrow morning at 6:15 Eastern for those who want to get up and go for a run on the treadmill. We have...
Who's hosting that?
I believe I am hosting that. So we're going to be doing 2-minute surges. So if you like the 2-minute surges I did on Monday on the bike, you're really going to like the ones on the run.
6:15 Eastern.
Yeah, 6:15 Eastern.
Ooh. 3:30 Mountain. No, 4:30 Mountain. Okay, I might join you still.
Yeah. We also should have Thursday the Wagner's Wagon, I believe, is still ongoing.
Yeah.
That's I believe at 5:15 Pacific. Then Friday we have In the Feed Zone with Jason Flores, followed by the Ebb Ride with the Matt Roth Memorial 1K.
Matt Roth is still alive.
He is, but it's still Memorial 1K because he no longer wins it. That's, I believe, firmly owned by New Jay.
Probably.
On Saturday, we have the Saturday Showdown, which will be a mountain race this time. I believe we're 2 laps. I was advocating for 3, but I do believe the ride leader has determined that is just stupid. So we will not be doing that.
And this just in, that verified stupid.
So we'll be doing 2 laps in the mountain course. A lot of fun. And I believe the Odivas are riding, aren't they, as well on Saturday?
Yep. Odivas race on Saturday.
The Odivas race on Saturday for the ladies. It is ladies only. It is strictly ladies only. It is not men who feel like they're ladies, but have the power of men. That's not what we're working on. We're working on just the ladies. I can't put my wife's kid on and ride. Doesn't work that way. So if you're a lady and want to jump in the Odivas, it's a race just like anything else. We have our categories. There are some beasts in there, which is the real reason I'm not going to race the Odivas, because I don't want to be embarrassed. I'd rather ride the mountain than be that embarrassed, because they would crush me. And then on Sunday, we have 2 adventurous rides. You have the Odi Zentry that goes on most of Sunday morning, and then I think they're going to have the pancake ride too, which is the pretzel, pancakes and pretzel. So every day there's something. Plus, I believe we have another. Do we have another OD Zwifters with Mitch this week? I know we have another one with Jason.
I have to check the schedule. You know more than I do.
Yeah, we have quite a few rides. So if you're looking for a workout or a race or a skills class or learning about something, we have the What's Up with Power Ride Wednesday mornings. So there's plenty for you. Please check the teamodz.com for more information on it, or check the event schedule. You're very welcome, Deirdre. We'll talk to you later.
Have a great night.
You too.
See you in a couple weeks.
All right, Santa Maria. I'll put up on Facebook what the plan's going to be. I'm not in control of my destiny right now.
Okay.
All right, so that's going to be it for me. Thank you very much for joining in. We'll talk to y'all later.
See ya.